So, if you're a release train engineer or you wish to become a release train engineer, what are some of the most important characteristics that I've seen of amazing Agile Release Train engineers that are out there? So, stay tuned because that's what we're going to cover in this video. To get ideas, insights, and tips on how to implement Agile and Scaled Agile beyond the theory, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get your weekly videos. Characteristic number 1. The release train engineer must be really good at building relationships. What we want to be doing as part of your Agile Release Train is to be able to develop and nurture and grow each and every individual on your Agile Release Train. Now remember, you can have between 50 and 125 people on your Agile Release Train. What this means is, remember, any single individual can become a pinch point for a part of the Agile Release Train, or in extreme example, even the entire Agile Release Train. So it's really important to be able to build relationships so that we can help everybody on the Agile Release Train to go on this learning journey together. So we need to focus on being able to create, maintain, and enhance those relationships. So that is characteristic number 1. Characteristics number 2, you need to be a great facilitator. Think about it. As a release train engineer, you're going to need to be able to do your PI planning. So you're going to want to help to be able to facilitate that. You need to be able to communicate to a large audience. After that, you're going to be needing to support and facilitate your Scrum of Scrums. You're also going to need to be supporting your inspect and adapt and your system demos. You would need to play a key role in all of those. So there are a series of different ceremonies that you're going to be part of, and you're going to need to do a lot of facilitation, not just in the core Scaled Agile ceremonies, but even beyond those ceremonies. You're going to need to be able to be a great facilitator. You're going to need to be able to bring divergent ideas, and you need to help to bring them to converge together to a general consensus. And you're going to need to be able to do that in a timely fashion and a way in which you can keep everybody on board and engaged as well. So that's a very essential item. Characteristic number 3 is planning and organization skills. Some of the best release train engineers that I've coached over the years, and you can see a link in one of the previous videos or interview from Ben Golub, who was one of the release train engineers in the past that I coached. One of the characteristics that I found in Ben and in many other great release train engineers was that they were, even before they became Agile, they were great at planning, and they had great organization skills. And both of those planning and organization skills are going to hold you in really good stead if you can nurture and you can develop those, or if you're lucky enough to have them naturally, then you're in a good position, because a lot of what is going to be required, you're going to have a lot of things moving in lots of different spaces, and you're going to need to be able to coordinate those, and you're going to need to be able to support. And for you to be able to do that, you're going to need to be very organized. Characteristic number 4. The release train engineer role really is a leadership role. So really people are looking for inspiration. They're looking for guidance. Look, how are you going to inspire the team when the chips are down? And they will be down at some point, right? And you are going to have challenges, and it is going to be difficult, and it's not always going to be easy. And people are going to get demoralized. And it's your role as a release train engineer, as the leader, to be able to come into a room that's dejected, that just wants to go home, that doesn't want to do anymore, and you have to lift and build their spirits up. And you have to bring that kind of energy when you may not be feeling like it. And that's what I would say is characteristic number 4. Leadership and the ability to inspire as well. And 5th, I would say, is the general Agile skills. Okay, and I'll put that last because, if you've got the right mindset and you've got a lot of the leadership skills and you come with the right energy, I've seen the Agile skills are relatively easy to pick up. But if you come in with the wrong mindset, shifting behaviors and mindset is harder than acquiring new skills, in my opinion. That's what I've seen. And people tend to find behavioral change harder than just learning new ideas and concepts. So there you have it, 5 characteristics of what I have seen to be very useful for release train engineers. What do you think? Have I left something off? Do you have some ideas that you think, some other characteristics that should be in the list, or indeed should something be left off? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks very much. Goodbye.